Hello, everyone, and welcome to the live. I am Sincerely.A.Lucy. How are y'all doing this evening? Hello, NQ's World. Hello, Shirley. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Can y'all hear me? Good. Trying to catch a live. Been missing them. Thank you, Cheryl, for joining the live. I appreciate it so much. I'm going to share my stuff out. Just give me 1 second, please. How y'all doing? Hey, Mr. Wise. Thank you for joining. Hey, Jazz Plus Six. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Can y'all hear me? I'm trying to share myself out. Can y'all hear me? Hello, 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 hello. Okay. Thanks, Mr. Wise. Okay. I had to share myself out first, and let me get this set up straight, y'all. So I have a topic I want to talk about tonight, but I first want to allow some people to come in. Hello, Sexy Too Much for coming. Welcome and thank you for joining the live. I appreciate it so much. I had to share myself out. Thank you, Jazz, for sharing me out. I appreciate it, love. I appreciate all the love, Mr. Wise. I do want to say this before I get started. Go and check out NQ's World. Let me see. Let me drop her link because I want y'all to go and check out NQ's World. She's been working hard. She's dedicated to her craft. She's a content creator. She's new. Hey, chop it up. Hey, we ride through the streets. We ride through the streets. But now we're in the driver's seat. We're in the driver's seat this time, chop it up. We ain't catching a ride. Hey, chop it up. Go ahead and check out Chop It Up. Let me I'm gonna put NQ's World link in here 1 second. So I can go and check out NQ's World. Hold on. Thanks, Mr. Wise. Hold on. Y'all know we have to love back on each other. Hey, Anastasia, welcome. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you for joining so much. How you doing this evening? Anastasia, we was up in a Maddie live cutting up today. I had a awesome time chopping it up with you. Hey, Bliss Watkins, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate it so much. I did tunnel with the switch, waiting for the next challenge. Bliss Watkins. Okay, so here's the thing. I have a challenge just for my like you and Carter's Eat and certain ones that are not into the mukbangs that are kind of like off the Richter scale. So, Bless Watkins, what's today? Sunday. I will have a challenge for you by Thursday. So, Bless Watkins, thank you for joining. I appreciate you so much. Y'all go and check her out. I will have a healthy mukbang for you in the challenge on this Thursday. So keep an eye out for that, okay? Because I want you to know that I want you to feel like you are, a part of the mukbang family, but in a healthy way, because everyone doesn't like to do like those. Here's the thing. I may have a lot of food on my plate, but I don't eat it all. I'm not about to do that. I'm not about to eat a whole lot of food in gluttony and be so full that I'm sick. I never done that. I will never do that. I eat to fulfill myself and enjoy it, but I'm not gonna overextend myself. So I got you. Hello, Ruthie. Hey, Sissy. Thank you for joining. Welcome. I appreciate you so much. Guys, if you would please share me out. I know it's a Sunday evening. For me, it's 11:03 p.m. It's kind of late, but I was kind of like supporting so many people throughout the day. That's just what I do. No problem. I just wanted to do that. And I said I would just wait till the end of the day and come live just to say hey, um, and make up a topic to engage with you guys, because we see each other in the chats, but we don't get to see each other live a lot of times. So I just wanted to come live and say, hey, how y'all doing? How you doing? How you doing? Mr. Wise was in my live on Valentine's Day, and I appreciate you so much. Now, here's the thing. Hey, Liddy Henro, how you doing? That's one of my godchildren that was one of my neighbors. He was raised with me. And now, if you would like to come on, Henry, you're more than welcome to, so that everyone can see who you are. If you want me to drop the link, Henry, I would love to, so that they can engage with you. Check out your channel. You can tell them a little bit about you, Henry. If you would like to, just let Mama Lucy know, and I will be more than happy to drop the link for you. Okay, at this age, who get they plate first, hubby or the kids or the grandbabies? Anastasia, we didn't discuss that. How many times today, sis? How many times today, sis? Okay, let me drop it. Okay, Henry, I'm gonna drop it for you. 1 second. That's fine, Anastasia, whomever that may be. I'm good. Thanks for letting me know, though. I appreciate it. No one needs to explain, Anastasia. Um, Henry, when you're ready to come on, just hit that link and come on in, and I'll add you. You coming in here? You on the show? But you don't have to put on the head. You don't have to. I promise you, you don't. You fine just the way you are, huh? But you are good. You handsome without that. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying you good, babe. I just don't come in and speak. Okay. So, hello, Short Bus Pull Up. Thank you for joining. Welcome to the live. How y'all doing this evening? Um, we didn't find out where he got his chicken sandwich from the other day. Yes, we did. Anastasia, you left too soon. He got his chicken sandwich from the cookout. He sent the text and told us that, Anastasia, sweetheart. Love you. Thank y'all all for joining in Q's World. Short Bus Pull Up, Anastasia, Liddy Henro, Bless Watkins, welcome. Thank you for joining. Ruthie and Arthur, congratulations on your marriage. Everyone say congratulations to Ruthie and Arthur. They're from the Philippines and they recently got married and they're on their honeymoon, enjoying each other. Send love to them. Hello, Cheryl Lee. Sending love your way. Blessings to you, my love. Hello, Leslie Griffin. How are you doing this evening? We will not discuss politics on my channel, but I thank you for your question and I appreciate it so very much. Trina Lopez, hello, how are you doing? Thank you for joining, my love. I'm just scrolling back to make sure I spoke to everyone. Sexy Too Much for Coleman, hello, how are you doing this evening? Thank you so much for joining. Y'all, please go and check out NQ's World. We want to show her some love and love on her. Short Bus Pull Up, Team LeBron. I agree, Team LeBron. I agree with that. Definitely. Thank y'all so much. Congratulations. Yes. Ever saved money by switching to Geico? I did. I switched to Geico and I did save money, Leslie. I sure did. I switched to Geico and I saved money for me, my husband, my daughter, my son, and my sister. Sure did. Thank you so much for that question. I really do appreciate it. Okay. So, I'm gonna wait about 2 more minutes before I start the topic that I want to discuss. Geico scammed me. Anastasia, really? Geico scammed you? They didn't scam me. Who is it? I went with Geico and what other insurance company? I think it was Progressive. They were really good. I've heard of them, but I've never tried them, Anastasia. I've heard of them, but never tried them. Well, I'm young, so they charged me in arm and leg anesthesia. Geico have a lot of military. Yes. And my son is in military, but we didn't take advantage of the military opportunities. I just went straight forward. And then they had like, and then they had like opportunities if you was in a sorority or fraternity and stuff like that. My husband's not in a fraternity and I'm not in a sorority, but we also did not use my son's military discount. So we just kind of like went with it. And with me, my husband, my daughter, my son, I think we paid a month for insurance. Like, I want to say like 250, 230, something like that. Bless Watkins, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate it so much. If you would, everyone that's here, please go and support NQ's World. She's on an amazing journey to grow her channel. I'd appreciate you guys for checking her out and supporting her. Shirley Geico have a lot of say. Yes, they do, Shirley. They really do. They really do. And the thing about it is, I try to just go straight forward with when I'm doing like insurance or taking care of like home things because I'm like the mom of, and it's like if my husband say, hey, what we're gonna do, they trust the decisions I'm gonna make. They just go along with it. So I think Geico and Progressive were pretty good. Don't forget to thumbs it up. Thank you, Ruthie, so much. I appreciate it. That's what we paid for, just us two. Anastasia, oh, I paid that for me, my husband, my daughter, my son. I paid that for 4. But I'm in a different state, so it may just be where you live, why it may have cost a little more. Anastasia, I don't think the military discount is good as it was back in the day when I was young. I'm not a kid anymore. Yeah. Shirley, did you bundle everything? I don't really know how I set it up. I pretty much just kind of when I did this like years ago though. How did we get to insurance? How did we get here? But it's a good thing to discuss because even if it's um auto insurance, life insurance, health insurance, it's a good topic to discuss. And we all need to have that discussion because even with life insurance, that's a good thing to discuss right now because people are getting taxes back whether you know or not. Life insurance is not as expensive as you may think it is. You can get, don't get me started on life insurance. You can get a life insurance policy on yourself for like $40 to the most or $50 to the most a month. And that'll take like a policy of $150,000. And you pay $50 a month on that policy to cover a loved one. You could do that on you, your spouse, your children, grandchildren, and you can cover someone $50 a month. And then, God forbid, but if someone passed away, you can have that policy to cover a burial expense. And burial expenses, have been to a few, and they're no more than like 30 to 40, I want to say. Some people say no more than 20. But at the same time, if you have a $150,000 policy, that covers that. And then that'll give you some cushion for at least the rest of the year. So, because we tired of these GoFundMe, let's do things the right way. Let's start being accountable. If it takes $50 a month, that's $25 every pay period to pay for a policy. Take that route to cover a loved one. And if something happens to happen, you don't have to go do a GoFundMe. You don't have to be like, let's do a fish fry. You don't have to be like, let's do a barbecue. That's something you don't have to worry about. That's additional stress, you know? He better take me everywhere he go. Anastasia, he better take you everywhere he go. Now, God call him home. You going to be ready to go with him then, too? Hey, it's Nicolicious. Welcome. Thank you for joining. How are you doing this evening? Hey, Yassine. Welcome. Thank you for joining. How are you doing? Hello, hello. I'm doing good. Thank you so much. Please thumbs up the live. Share it out if you have that capability. I'd appreciate that so very much. Ruthie, how are you? Are you still here? Welcome to the live, everybody. Welcome to the live, everybody. Husband. Listen, my husband looks just like my dad. He looking just like my dad. Okay, so I have to tell y'all this. I'm gonna be transparent right now. My dad that I was raised with is I call him dad. Okay, his name was Eddie. I call him dad because he's the dad I always known all of my life up until like 5 years ago. That's when I met my biological dad. My biological dad name is Willie A. Mose. Okay. My name was kind of like my biological dad name. However, my dad I was always raised with, I promise when I just looked over to my husband, it just brought a tear to my eye because he looked like my daddy that I was raised with. Yes, you know what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I mean. And that's why I had to just stare in that moment. Like I had to take it all in. Like I want you to just stay still and don't move. And you did it. You know how he used to see it? He'll wear a hat when he going somewhere. He'll wear a hat when he going somewhere. He'll wear a hat when he's just sitting on the bed watching TV. He'll just wear a hat for no reason. And he was the same frame as you. If I get stuffed, he can take me everywhere he go on the stage. Just stop it. Bless Watkins, it's so easy and cheap for policies, even if you have to get $10 policy. Yes, Bless Watkins, that is true. They say, what? Wait. They say girls look for girls to look for their dads. Girls definitely look for their dads. So Valentine's Day just passed away. And I made sure that I made it a priority to get Valentine's candy for our girls. And I told my husband, here's the candy. Make sure you give it to our girls. Because I could have bought the candy and gave it to our girls. And that was just like, okay, mama giving us candy. But it's just something about a dad giving his girls Valentine's candy or taking them out to dinner or spending time with them. It's just something about a dad and daughter relationship that's just so amazing. Y'all got on matching hats. He not even in the frame, Anastasia. They said we got on matching hats. They want to know. We could get you a chair. You want to see her? We won't be here for nothing but an hour. My husband don't really do. He just be here to support me. Get you a chair. Go grab your chair at the dining room. You don't have to wear no hat, babe. You are handsome without that hat. He don't know how fine he is without the hat. He fine to me. He said he need a haircut, but I rock with him without that hat. Have early months. Good night, Bless Watkins. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it so much. You have an amazing night. I'll see you in the YouTube chats and the YouTube streets. I was 7 with a Coach purse filled with chocolate. Yes, Anastasia. See? And you remember that. That made an impact on your life with gifts. I found my biological in a shocking way, but that's so in Q's world. I found mine in a shocking way. That's a story time. Hey. Oh, this thing going. Wait. Hey, Eats with Fifi. Hey, Sissy, how you doing? Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. If I make an Oprah moment, I even sent Oprah a letter. She didn't respond. I used to be election. Mr. Wise, that's awesome. You can give us some tips. I don't got a job. I'll be here for the whole. Thank you, Anastasia. I appreciate it so much. My husband got to be to work in the morning, but the children out of school, and he probably like. I told him we're going live because I had to be on. I was on so many other lives today, just supporting whatever. And I said we're gonna go live at this time. And I said no, we're gonna go live at this time. We're gonna go live at this time. And he was looking at me like, "What time we're gonna live?" I wrote one, but then send it. That's okay, NQs. It's in your timing. Whenever you feel the need that you want to do it, you do it. No rush. Just do it in your own timing. You got to be. Don't feel rushed about it. It's your life. So, Lucy, hey, Black Bruce Wayne Jr. Welcome. How are you doing? Thank you so much for joining. I'm in the middle of hair, so don't mind my head. Thank y'all so much for all the ladies in chat. Thank you. We appreciate it so much. I wear hats all the time. Then let me Shirley, hats come in handy. I had my hair was long enough to put in a ponytail. My hair was like past my shoulder. And I cut it back in October because I just do that. I let my hair grow for like 2 years and it grows long. And then I'll cut it back to like close to the scalp. And it'll grow back again. But I'm not one that's big on hair. For real, because I know that I can like get extensions and I'm good with hair. So no, I was saying I wrote Oprah a letter, but didn't send it. Tell it all. Thanks for being there. Oh, okay. Well, that's still understandable though. I wrote her like 3 times within the past 10 years. And I just wrote it, but she hadn't read them. I'm sure she never will, but I just shot my shot with her. So thank you. That's cool. Thank you guys. Please thumbs up the live. Thank y'all for joining. Now, if you would like to join the live, and the topic tonight is going to be about. I was letting my husband, y'all, and he's getting prepared. I don't know. He's just getting prepared, but it was going to be about spending time with loved ones. He's still moving around. However, I'll skip over that topic. And never get whole life insurance. Okay, Miss Wise, never get whole life insurance. Well, what it was, whenever I renew every year our policy, it's something that they always say. It's a certain word. Hey, Joe Cola, how you doing? Welcome to the live. Thank you so much for joining. If you see a name that you don't know, grab their hand so that you can grow. Joe Cola, you rolling through these streets at this time of the night? How you doing? Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it so much. Right? I think it's right there. Here come my husband. Here come my husband.
Hello.
Here come my husband. He said, hello, everybody. We got on hats tonight. I feel like my head tilted, but I don't know. Is my head tilted? I feel like it's not on right. What's going on with it? Is it tilted? No?
No, you straight.
I'm good. Let's see, babe. We can read the comments over here. They say, hey, husband. Miss Shirley said, hey, husband.
Hey, Miss Shirley, how you doing?
See, baby.
Miss Cheryl.
Miss Cheryl, yeah.
Miss Cheryl.
She's like our mom's age, so she's Miss Cheryl. And Miss Cheryl lost her husband not too long ago.
I'm sorry to hear that, Miss Cheryl.
Yeah. I love on her a lot all the time. Especially here lately, because I can't imagine losing you, and it's just being me and no one knowing my emotions. So whenever I see her name, I try to just like give her my undivided attention, no matter if we're in someone else's live or chat. And I know she lost her husband around Christmas. I think it was like a day or two before Christmas. And I just try to, I don't know, you know how I am. When I see her name, I kind of like stop and just want to say, hey, how you doing? I love you. I care about you. Sending love your way. I can't imagine it, but I love you, Miss Cheryl. And I always will, whether you in my chat or you're not, if you're somewhere else. I can't imagine what you're going through, but I just want to love on you. That's all. Anastasia said, hey.
Hello.
Miss Parchment Rose says, hey, Lucy and Jay, hello. I'm going to have to look at the numbers. I was an insurance agent. Okay. Thank you so much, Joe Cola, sending prayers to Miss Cheryl. Black Love, they sending prayers to Miss Cheryl. Thank y'all so much. And I appreciate that. I really do. Well, we can talk about that. Let's go off of that. Having a spouse, because we was talking about insurance and we just kind of randomly got into that. But having a spouse and depending on being one with your spouse, and Valentine's Day was just the other day. We could just kind of like go off of that with our topic for tonight. You with that? Okay. Thank you, Mr. Wise, sending prayers to Miss Cheryl. It was actually okay, Miss Cheryl. My apologies. I know that's when I saw it, Miss Cheryl, and but I do respect that I was wrong on the time, and I thank you for letting us know when that was. Black Bruce Wayne Jr. says salute there. Thanks for being here with Lucy. Okay, so if y'all have questions for us, respectful questions for us, then please drop them in the comments and we'll be glad to answer them. In regards to relationships. Now, I'm not a relationship expert. He's not a relationship expert. But since it is Valentine's month, Valentine's was the other day or what have you, is there something that you would like to talk about? Or before I just throw out a topic, I want to make sure that
What you want to talk about?
Whatever I want to talk about? Okay. Accuser, what's happening? What were your biggest concerns with getting married?
not no real big concerns. I think it's one of them things you take day by day, and you just grow as you go along. And I ain't have no real big concerns. You know, when we first got married, it still was a learning process. That's the one thing about it. You ain't gonna have all the answers, and everybody don't have all the answers.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, your marriage, you may have the answers to what's going on in yours, and it may be good advice, but every marriage is their own marriage, and you have to take it day by day. But I had no real big concerns or anything like that when we first started. It was more of just making sure everything was in place and trying to make sure everybody was happy.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the main thing.
Yeah, I agree. Thank you, Black Bruce Wayne, for sharing us out. Brad and Mila Jones, hello, welcome. Thank you for joining. We appreciate you so very much. Don't forget to thumbs up the live. Share us out if you have that capability. We appreciate it so very much. I am Sincerely.A.Lucy, and this is my husband, Theo. Thank you, everyone, for joining. And we appreciate you guys so very much. Okay, my husband said as a black man, he didn't get to see a lot of married men his age, so that was stressful. Did you have a wedding, Black Bruce Wayne? Did we have a wedding?
Did we have a wedding?
Did we?
You can answer that question.
No, we did not have a wedding. That answers that question. We did not have a wedding. We did not have a wedding. Be sure to keep the laughter in your life. That's very important. That's Miss Cheryl Lee. Thank you, Miss Cheryl. Any advice, Miss Cheryl, that you would like to drop in the comments, drop it over and over and over again. I am open. My husband is open to take any advice that you have, anything that you want to pour into us. We are open to it. We are grateful for it. And I trust your words of advice and your wisdom, Miss Cheryl. We love you, and I thank you so much for being here. If there's anything that you would like to ask us, Miss Cheryl, or share with us, Miss Cheryl, be open. We are fine with that with you. Anastasia, is young black married men around? Okay. And Christopher, please don't lie. Us. We didn't either. Brad and Mila said they did not either. Yeah, we didn't have a wedding. My husband definitely wanted a wedding.
But I will say this about a wedding and marriage. I feel like that wedding doesn't make a marriage.
It does not.
I done seen plenty of people that done had marriages and went in on their marriages. I mean, went in on their wedding, but still, the marriage didn't last. So I mean, a wedding doesn't make your marriage. So if you feel like that, if you in a relationship and if you planning on having a marriage, a wedding later on in your marriage, you've been married and you want to rekindle and have a wedding, that's that's a good thing, but don't think that that's gonna make your marriage, because it won't. A wedding ain't gonna make your marriage. There's more to it than just that.
Yeah, and that's true. And I agree. I have been to, and I'm not knocking people that have weddings. That's something that you want to do in, what is the word I want to say? In commemorate, in honor of you uniting with your husband. If you can do that and you want to do that, do it. We're not saying don't have a wedding and it's going to last. And we're not saying not to have a wedding and it's going to last. We're saying do what's best for you at that very moment. If you meet your mate and you're ready to get married and you're like, let's just go to the courthouse and do it. If that's what's in your heart and you feel like that's what I want to do because I'm ready to make this union with us one today, then do that. And if you say, I'm ready to make this union one, but let's do it, but let's plan a wedding, then let's do it. Do what's best for you. Each marriage is different. Do not, what I want to say, do not put your marriage on the pedestal of someone else's view. It's only between you, your husband, and God. That's it. Don't allow anyone to come in and change the narrative, no matter whether it's good, bad, ups or down. If your husband feel like I'm wavering and I don't know, or you feel like I'm wavering, I don't know, go to God. When you go to friends and family, you can go to friends and family and have those talks, and friends and family can fall out with you and the spouse because you going to them, and then y'all back good a month or two later or the next day, and your family looking at you like, no, you just told me a whole lot about y'all marriage. What's going on? So I'll say keep your marriage, your relationship between you, your spouse, and God.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay.
Agreed.
All right. Miss Cheryl say, wait. Let me back up. Please don't reply. You were young, but you're both military, so it's normal in the state and I've been married. Okay, we're not in the military, but our oldest son is in the military. Black Bruce Wayne said, how about an engagement party? We didn't have an engagement party. Because you proposed to me like 1 or 2 times. I don't know. But we never had an engagement party. We're so non-traditional. I'm going to say that much. I love the way you look at each other, respect and love and friendship. I didn't want a wedding. I said if we could reach out and borrow 100 in an emergency, why spend the food? Okay. My wife does eventually want to walk down the aisle, though, so we plan on that. Exactly. Okay. So,
to each his own. I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad thing or that you shouldn't strive for that, because those memories I know they'll last a lifetime. So if that's what you want, that's what you guys should strive for. All I'm saying is that doesn't make a marriage. A wedding doesn't make a marriage. So if you can't afford a wedding, or if you don't have the time at that time to do a wedding and you putting off your marriage because of a wedding, that's what I'm saying. If you feel like you guys need to go ahead and make that bond, go ahead and do the bond. Don't let the wedding hold you back. I feel like that's the order of it. It's not a necessity to be in a successful marriage.
Mm-hmm. My husband is you want to say it?
Or what?
Preacher's kid.
Oh, yeah. You see why you said it like that?
No, I was saying like I just didn't know if you wanted to say it just yet. My husband is a preacher's kid. His dad is a preacher. Was a preacher. His dad is a preacher. So my husband is a preacher's kid. So I'm not. I was just raised in the church with my grandmother, but he's a preacher's kid. Agreed. I feel like a wedding is not I feel like a wedding. Jocola said, I feel like a wedding is an investment. It's definitely an investment. And even though we didn't have a wedding, I know that's something that my husband always wanted to have. And I always wanted a wedding. But to be honest, I always just wanted the realistic of the marriage. I wanted, okay, I love to get dressed up. I love the feeling of marriage and the whole shenanigan of the wedding, the reception, and all that. But although I'm the type of person like, if we're going out, I want to get all dressed up, hair, makeup, all of that. But when it came to marrying him, to be honest, all of that didn't matter to me. And a lot of people, even when I tell my sisters that, they're just like, that doesn't make sense. But if I'm going out and I'm getting dressed to the nines, that's going out. But when it came to marrying him, and I'm just being honest with y'all, and even my family may not even know this, but when it came to marrying him, it was more about me and him and God. And I didn't care about the world or people or who marriage was that or who marrying him was just so much to me. And our marriage, I'm not going to sit here and say our marriage is perfect and we got it to the A, B, C, D, E, F. No, we have flaws in our marriage. We struggle in our marriage. We deal with things in our marriage. We're human. We've gone through things. We've been together
22 years.
22, 23. We've been together 22 years, married 15. Yeah, we've been married 15 years this year. 2005. We got married 2005, November the 3rd. So we've been together 22 years and married 15 years this year. So life has its ups and downs. That's life, you know. But we hold each other together, you know. Spent that money on a new car. That's true. My wife does. Okay, let me go. Your friends and family be upset and you forgave him before you got off the phone with families. That's right. Me and my wife got married in July 16. We gave our family 18 months to prepare, and dealing with family can be stressful. That's right, Black Bruce Wayne, Anastasia. My husband and I were both in the army. Okay, I got you, Anastasia. Black Bruce Wayne, salute, logic. Thank you, hello. I knew it. I can see from a mile away. I can relate. My mom is too. Yes, you are hosting your soul. Anastasia, you know how I am. My grandfather was a minister and I was ordained. Congratulations, Black Bruce Wayne. Congratulations. That's amazing. Good night, Yassine. Have a good night. Thank you for joining. We appreciate you so much. Please thumbs up on your way out, or if you did not on your way in, share us out if you can. Catch the replay tomorrow. We won't be here long, but we thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to join us. Wow, 22 years. That's real love. Congrats, Black Bruce Wayne. It's nothing like the spiritual and emotional bond to know and feel like, yes, this is for us. It's solid. We good. Nothing else matters. I finally have that with this marriage, and I treasure Anastasia. And here's the thing. In any relationship, whether it's a friend, family, it doesn't matter. Mom, dad, sister, brother, there's no perfect relationship. You're going to have ups and downs, ins and outs, trials and tribulations. It's how you get through those trials and tribulations and understanding. If my husband have a fault in something, I try to look at it as if I made that fault and how would I want him to forgive me. If I fall short or if I'm like not at the point that he feel like I should be, I try to like, okay, what should I do? What do you expect of me? How can I change this? Or what is something I may feel like I'm on the right path and doing things, but then maybe I'm not. It's just maybe in my eyes. But you have to have an open line of communication with the one that you love, with any relationship, marriage, mom, dad, sister, brother, cousin, son, daughter. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think social media will have you think relationships are so easy, and it's not. Every day you gotta want to win. Him winning is me winning, right? Hello, Tiara. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. How are you doing? Tell her hello. Her name is Tiara.
Hello, Tiara.
I love her. She's a fave. My husband's like, hi. She's like my Brie, my niece Brie. She's like my niece Brie on YouTube. You get it? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Hey, Tara.
That's the extra. Okay, so thank y'all for showing her some love. I appreciate it so much. A lot of people think it's submitting, but if he wins, the family wins. It's so much more than just him or me. It's us. Yes. How do you feel about that statement?
I agree with that. I mean, that makes sense. Just like if the same way with your wife, if she not happy, the house not happy. So, I mean, I think it go both ways. If the husband not happy, then it's problems, it's confusion. So the house not happy. It take both of you being on the same page, being happy, being on one accord.
Yeah. I'm good, Sierra. Thanks for asking. How are you, my love? Okay, so I know we just came on to have like a chit chat, a powwow, but I'm gonna give you guys a chance if you would like to join the stream and talk to us and ask questions. Respectfully, of course, I know everyone on here is like, I know I've seen y'all in other chats or whatever. But if you'd like to come on and have a discussion, I would drop the link. We will be on here. It's 11:43. We're going to be on here to 12 because my husband has to be to work in the morning, and I'm not going to sit here too much longer. We have to get, well, the kids are out of school tomorrow, but we're going to be here until 12. He's just here to support in this hour that I'm on. Thank you to my mods, to the chat, and everyone that's joining. I appreciate it so very much. When you get the chance, sign up for your $100,000 on the reparation bank. Best marriage. Okay, so Anastasia said, what is the best marital advice you've received?
Probably
Good question.
to take it day by day, because I think a lot of people think that marriage is like a planned thing that you have all figured out and you can use like a blueprint and everything will work out. But it don't work like that for real. Um, a blueprint you can take a lot of it and get good advice from a blueprint or someone that's in a marriage that can relate to being in a marriage. So, but even with that, it's still, like I said, it's a day by day thing. So that's probably some of the best advice that and also that it's not a vacation. That's some good advice. So in other words, you have to work on it even when you think that it's in a good spot. You still have to work on it, and you have to work on it every day. So that's probably the best advice that I got. That I think I got.
I think the best advice that I got as far as marriage was to listen to your husband, support him, love on him, and always, no matter what, pray with, for, and over him. That was something that my grandmother told me before I even got married. And my grandmother is like, what would you say? Like, my grandmother is like I met you after my grandmother, but I talk about my grandmother as if she's alive today. She lives within me. And my grandmother always said to me, like when she talked about relationships, whatever, she always said, when you get married, pray with, over, and for him. And I was like, how am I going to do that? But I was young. But that was like to me, that was the best advice I could have gotten. And even at times when we wavering or I'm mad at him, are we good? Are we not good? I'm like, whatever. And I don't care no more. He could be asleep and I'm going to I may hold his chest and we be asleep and I just put my hand on his chest and I just be praying in my mind. Or if he's getting up for work and I may get up like a little earlier than him and he think I'm asleep, I'll grab his hand or grab his thigh and I'll just pray, over him. Anastasia said, what you two's ideal vacation? Wife answer for hubby answer for wife. So what is our ideal vacation? Okay, so I'm answering for you and you answering for me. So what's his ideal vacation is Hawaii or Japan?
Yeah.
Yeah, which one?
Both.
Both?
Mm-hmm. But yours is Hawaii too.
Mine's Hawaii.
Yeah, Hawaii probably be the.
Yeah, we never had a honeymoon. We've been married 15 years, and it'll be 15 years November the 3rd. We got married the day before my birthday. My birthday is November the 4th, and we got married November the 3rd. We have not been on a honeymoon, and we never had a wedding. So our priority has always been taking care of our children, our home, and I personally felt a little selfish to just try to worry about doing something like that. Now that our children are older, we can kind of focus on that a little bit, but we never feel bad about it. We love our children. It's not like, oh gosh, we wish. No, we just did what we had to do. And we met each other. I was 19, you were 20.
21.
Yeah, he was 21, I was 19, and we've been together ever since. So now that's a word for and over him. My grandma loves my husband. She'll call him before she calls me. It just warms my heart. That's good. Grandmothers know. And if she didn't love him for you, she would be like, baby, I ain't got nothing to say to him. Grandma must be straight up. Really good advice, Lucy. Thank you, Miss Cheryl. Sister Fifi. Sister Fifi says, hey, sis, Mukbang Rebel. How you doing? Love you. Praying safe travels to and from with her husband. Her husband is a truck driver. And he took her on a road trip with him on his job for Valentine's. So they're on the road traveling.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I have been listening. This is a great topic, guys. I'm so proud of y'all. On my way to bed, got to go to work. Love you, Sister Fifi. Thank you so much for letting us know you have been tuning in. We appreciate you so much. Safe travels to y'all. Shirley, anywhere by the ocean. Hey, Sister Fifi. Yes, Anastasia. Yes, I remember you said Scorpio. I never been to Hawaii, Blake Brisson. We've never been to Hawaii, but we're going to Hawaii. If we don't get there this year, we're going to get there next year, I think. We're just going to have to make it a priority. I would love to bless you with that. Black Bruce Wayne Jr. I would love to bless you with that. Who? I have never been to Hawaii. Okay. In Kids World. Yes, grandmas are the best. My grandma loves my hubby too. In Kids World. Hey, Sister Fifi. So, if y'all have any more questions, we've enjoyed that. We have about 10 more minutes to be on here with you all. I want to say thank you to everyone for joining in, for sharing us out, for taking the time out to chat with us. My husband had to work Valentine's Day. He had to work 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. And that wasn't a problem with me. I spent the day with Sister Fifi on her live with her and her husband while they was traveling and sharing their Valentine's gifts and stuff. And I enjoyed that and doing trivia with her and with other people. Then that evening I went live to just chat with people that was at home that didn't have Valentine's. So I still utilized my day in a positive way while my husband was at work. And then when he came home, I loved up on him. Our hats. Our hats getting in the way. But so we thank y'all for joining in. I can never learn enough. Yes, and life is all about learning. Every day you can learn something, no matter what it is. Right? What did you want to say? Hey, hosting everyone. Hello, Sharonda, the goddess. Thank you for joining. We appreciate you so much for joining. This is Sincerely.A.Lucy and my husband, Theo. So I have on a hat because I'm doing Aubrey and my hair tonight. So Aubrey said, oh, don't forget I'm out of school tomorrow. So I was like, oh, well, I can do our hair tomorrow and make it like a day thing. So I wasn't going to wash my hair tonight and deal with it. So I threw on the hat and was like, let me go live and get me some time in. And then I told my husband, come on here with me. So he was like, well, I'm throwing on the hat because I need a haircut. How would you explain y'all love language? There's this completely different. So, okay, what's your love language? She's saying, what's your love language? How would you explain your love language? Like, is it love languages is like, do you express your love? How do you express your love to me? Is it gifts? Is it words? Is it cooking? Is it, what do you do to express the way you love to me? No matter what. It's the way you just express that I love
probably
you.
The cooking is probably the most cause. That's something that we show every day, every other day, something like that. And
yeah.
We both like cooking, so.
He loves to cook for me.
I think cooking,
He loves it. So when we first started dating, he would cook me lunch. He would be like, come over to my house and have lunch. Come over to my house on your lunch break. Remember that? He like, come over to my house. I cook lunch, and I'd be like, okay. And I'm thinking like he may went and got something from Captain D's or McDonald's or Burger King. But I would get to his house, and he would have like greens and pork loin. You always have pork loin or
some steak.
Some steak. Oh, he always had steak and some corn or baked potato that he would be cooking. I would get there and he would put it out on the table, and he would sit at the table in front of me, and I would sit there and eat on my lunch break. And then you also make I wasn't a sandwich type of person because y'all know I don't like bread, but he would make the best sandwiches, bacon sandwiches or pork loin sandwiches or steak sandwiches and toasted bread. And I was just like, I don't want this sandwich. And then he'd be like, here you go. And I'd be like, oh, okay. And I'd eat it all up. I'm like, thank you. So that's your love language, food. So let me think, what's my love language? I think my love language is what?
Food.
You think food? Feeding? I think food. I would say food, feeding. And then I like to take care too. I like to if you don't feel good, I like to be your nurse. I like to take care of you. Now I'm not a nurse, but if he said he has a headache, I want to hold him, get you some medicine, rub your feet, whatever. Yeah. I like to take care. I love to take care of him. Like acts of service, physical touch time, etc. I like to kiss and hold hands. I love kissing.
Yeah, you do like affection.
I love affection, babe. I love affection. I love to be held. I love to hold hands. I love to kiss. So what's yours? She said touch, acts of service, physical touch, etc. What's yours? You don't like kissing and touching and stuff?
Yeah.
You do?
But again, I think cooking. This is my way of showing my love.
Okay. He keep them lights on. I love it. My husband loves to cook. Yes. My honey would say, let's go. He would drive and take me to all my favorite places along Highway 1 in California coast. One weekend, we drove 700 miles. Husband, what do I tell you that I like to do? Get in the car. Let's get us some snacks and a drink, and let's just drive. That's like that would be a honeymoon to me. If I don't have to have a wedding or nothing like that. If my husband said, okay, we finna get in a car. I got food packed up. It could be ham sandwiches, turkey sandwiches, wine and whatever, and food. And he said, let's just drive 4 or 5 states away and just stay at hotels throughout the states, and let's just enjoy and see the sceneries. Oh my God, that would blow my mind. That would be like breathtaking to me. I'd love that. Joe Cola said, you're a nurturer. Me, I'm a nurturer. I think I'm a nurturer. I love to take care of my family. I just love to take care. That's my love language. I love to take care. I'd be intimidated because my wife a chef, but I'd be getting down on the grill. Get down on that grill. My husband is a great griller. When he say he grilling, I'd be like, okay. I take everything out the freezer and throw it on the grill. He is an amazing griller. So if that's your thing, then do that and allow her to do the sides. That's what I do. I make the salads. I make the baked beans, macaroni and cheese, corn. I be in the house doing the sides, and he be on the grill. And that's how we make it work. So Black Bruce Wayne, that's amazing. Your spouse is stressed and trying to decompress. Where would you find them? I'd find him in the bathroom. Where would you find me? Your spouse is stressed and trying to decompress. Where would you find them?
In the mirror.
In the mirror. Telling myself, you got this. You number one. You winning. You got life. Keep pushing. Keep striving. Talking to myself in the mirror. Husband says he would find me at Target or in Barnes and Noble, quiet corner reading coffee. That's a good place. I would find him in a kayak. When was the gas prices? When was the gas prices was $3 and $4? I'm joking. Nothing like the open road. Yes, Shirley. We had Go bags. We kept in the truck. Yes, Shirley. Amazing. We'll do a road trip. I think we can do a road trip at the end of this year or next year. I think we can do that. Yes, a great road trip. Yes, in Q's world. My question for your husband and you, what favorite trip? What's your favorite trip?
What my favorite trip would be? To Hawaii. It's still Hawaii.
My favorite trip would be to Paris. I want to definitely, while I have breath in my body, blood flowing through my veins, I want to get to Paris. Some form, fashion, or way. I am going to get to Paris. If I leave here before getting to Paris, throw some of my ashes by the Eiffel Tower. I want to get to Paris and see the Eiffel Tower. I want to get there with you and take a picture in front of like this. Okay. You ever been to Vegas? No, I've never been to Vegas. You've never been to Vegas.
I've been to Vegas.
Would you consider yourselves best friends?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't have nobody else. Yeah, because through life, I thought I had best friends. And it was at a time that I was so, I'm not going to say infatuated, but I was so like wrapped up in a friendship. And my husband stepped up to me at my birthday dinner and said, you love this person more than they should love to you. And I was like, huh? What? And my husband is a very like quiet, laid back type of person, as y'all can tell. And for him to come up to me while he was taking the picture and step up to me and say that, I was like taken aback. And I was like, okay, for him to say that to me, I need to be mindful, because he just would, he know how I am. I love. I have a big heart. But for him to see something, and I guess he saw that I was going over, above and beyond some type of way. He saw something. And when he stepped up to me and whispered in my ear that I would never forget that day, I opened my eyes and started looking at it like, okay, I need to reel back things. So even through that, I realized that he was my best friend. No matter what, like, you my best friend. I really do feel like that. Even with that, I do. I'm not saying just putting on them serious. And even though we having this tonight, our relationship has had ups and downs and ups. And we're coming from a down. We're coming from a down in our relationship, and we're getting into a better place. I'm not going to sit here and be like, hee hee, ha ha, yeah. No, we're coming from a not so good place, but we are moving into a better place together with each other. So I just want to say that as well.
All
right. He's out.
Look at my kids. Here we go.
The hats. I said 12 o'clock anyway.
All right, you guys.
I don't think nobody had any more conversation. I respect the transparency. Any advice for life? Okay, can you say this to Brandon, babe, before you go? Brandon said, any advice? Any advice for life? You guys sound like my husband and I. So my cousin live in Hawaii. Okay, so give Brandon. What's your zodiac sign? Libra. What are you? Libra. He's a Libra, Jocola. Can you give Brandon Lau some life advice from a man perspective before you go, babe? You never know who you may touch.
Take it day by day. Make every day worth it. It's good to set goals and plan for your future, but still take it day by day. That's what's gonna get you to your goals. So that's my advice.
Well, can I ask you a question before you go? Just one question, since I didn't ask the question. What is the One thing that makes you so proud of me being your wife. What is the one thing that makes you proud of being your wife? The one thing, not two, three, four, five, just the one thing that comes to your mind, even when things are up, down, we waver and we
Probably
go.
that you persistent. I like you the way you consistent with what you do or focus on whatever you trying to do, and you pretty much persistent with it. So that's what I like about you. You don't too much try. You don't give up too much.
Ain't no giving up. Okay, babe.
All right.
We about to hit the bed anyway. Good night. Tell them to subscribe to Sincerely.A.Lucy. Tell them.
Subscribe. Hit that subscribe button.
Yeah. Thank you, babe.
Yeah.
Love you.
Love you.
I'm coming to bed in 5 minutes. I'm gonna shut this thing down at 12:08. Okay, everyone. Thank y'all so much for joining in. My husband was a Libra, September the 30th. They are the bands of life. Yes, Miss Cheryl. Sharonda the Godless Jr. I would like to know, what's the question? Oh, last bit of advice from Phil. Take it day by day. Take it day by day. These conversations are necessary. Yes, Jocola. Love you guys. Good night, Sharonda. Jocola, I'm always much love listening to you. Good night, Sharonda. Thank you so much. Good night, everyone. Good night. Great show. Thank you, Black Bruce Wayne. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate it so very much. Thank you for tuning in. Sugar's glad I got your life. Thank you, Sugar Delight. I didn't know you was here, sis. How you doing, mukbang rubber? Good night, Lucy. This was fun. Night, everyone. Much love. Good night. I'm headed to bed as well, Miss Cheryl. Love to you. Have a blessed night. One last question, Anastasia. Okay, go ahead. How did you know he was the one? Good night, Lucy. Good night, everyone. Good night, Jocola. See you. Anastasia. I'll answer your question and then we'll let that be for the night. I didn't know he was the one. When he met me, I was in a not so good place. I was coming out of a relationship and I wasn't in a good place. And he came into my life and we met after I was getting off work at a store. That was a good question to ask. Like, he was sitting here, so he could respond to it. But we met and we connected, and I was like, we were young. He was in college, and I had a son, and I was just like, I'm not the type of girl you may be interested in. You are a preacher's kid, and I grew up in the church, but I have a child, and he left and he went off, got married. I'm single, and he was just like, so I don't care. And I was like, I avoided him for months at a time, but he stayed persistent and stayed persistent and stayed persistent. And I was like, he'll get over it. I just won't respond. And he saw me again, and we was at the store, and he was like, I remember you. Write my number down. Call me. And I was like, I'm good, you know. And my mom was like, you haven't been anywhere. You don't go out. You just go to work. You come home and take care of your son. You don't do anything. And I was like, yeah, I don't want to talk to anyone. I have a child, and I was 19. So I was like, who wants to be with me? Not to water myself down or anything, but it was just kind of like, let me get myself together. Let me give myself some time. But he came into my life at a time that I just felt not even worthy of being loved by someone. And he stuck with me and he pursued me. And so I just said, okay, let's do it. And we've been together ever since. I hope to answer your question, Anastasia. Good night, Jacola. Yeah. And even when I told him, I said, I have a son. He's not even one. He's going on one. I have a son. And he was like, so? And I was like, well, let me tell you, my son, we're a package. Like I was young, but I was smart, and I was like, this is my son. And I didn't take him around anyone. He hadn't been around no one but, you know, the obvious and my family. And I was like, well, he was like, okay, so let's go to the movies. And me, you and your son going. And I was like, okay. And he was like, we're going to dinner. And I was like, okay. Okay. Good night, NQ Zero. Thank you so much for joining. I'm about to get off here in 2 minutes. Thank you so much, love. Y'all go and check out NQ's World. Jenny and Dalton, thank you so much from the Philippines. Welcome. How are you doing this evening? But yeah, and it just kind of like I set the tone in the beginning and I just didn't waver with it because my son was just like my biggest priority. And the way I love my son, I just wasn't wavering or I wasn't bringing him around on any and everyone. So even when we met, I gave my mama his like license plate number. And one time he was going to the store and I was like, let me see your ID. Let me see your ID picture. Are you going to the store? And then I wrote down his ID number, his address and everything. And then when I got home, I gave it to my mom and my sister. And I was like, okay, this is the guy. So that they would know wherever I was, whenever I wasn't at home, when I was with him, if something happened, they would know how to find him. That's just how I roll. And that's how I was raised. Like, you don't just go out in the streets with no any everybody. Let somebody know where you at, who you with, be accountable for it, So, yeah. Good afternoon. But that's I knew he was the one because he was persistent and he just stayed the course. And then he even after a few months he asked me, he was like, would you be my girlfriend? And I was like, huh? Yeah, yeah. We were listening to Prince. He had Prince on a tape. We was listening to Prince. It was a white tape. And he had Prince playing. And he asked me to be his girlfriend. I was like, yeah, okay, yeah. So that's how I knew he was the one because he did things and even proposing to me. I think he proposed twice. The first time I didn't take it serious. I was like, you just doing something or whatever. And then when he was like, something came up, it was a conversation, and I was like, we're not even engaged. And he was like, I proposed to you already. And I was like, I don't remember. And then he proposed to me again. And then I think that time I was like, well, you didn't have a ring. And the next time he proposed and he had a ring. And then I pawned the ring. I was like, he ain't for real. And that's just the truth. And so through all of that, we still together. So to each its own. Do not look at I ain't gonna say do not look at, but inspiration is good. But to have a story with a picture or to have a story with a situation is so much bigger than that's relationship goals. Me, I want to know the struggles. I want to know the good, the bad, the ups and the downs. If you're a relationship goal, if I'm over here struggling and you just showing me a picture of if y'all living good, how y'all get there? And I ain't judging, I ain't putting down nobody. I'm just asking. I just want to know, you know, what's your history? And that was another thing why I went to college when I was 32 because my church were getting up in age and I wanted them to look at me as a example and not like someone outside of our house like, oh well, I look up to this person because this or that. I wanted to obtain as many goals as I could so that I could be an example for my children to look up to. Well, okay, sleeping. I still do that technology and all. Anastasia, I get it. Hey Oreo, welcome. Thank you for joining. How you doing? You've been rocking and rolling and rocking and rolling and rocking and rocking and rolling 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 all day long. How are you? Let me see if I made my hour. I don't know if I made my hour. Anastasia, can you tell me my minutes, please? I think I made it. I'm sure. Oh, thank you, Oreo. I hope the light isn't too bright. I got on lashes and some lip. What's that lip stuff? Some lips chap, not lip chap. I don't even know what the stuff called. Okay, thank you, Oreo. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Such a sweet compliment. Please thumbs up the live. I appreciate all the love. I think you may over an hour. Okay, Miss Cheryl. Thank you. I don't want to keep you up, Miss Cheryl. You can go ahead and go to bed. I thank you for sticking it out with me. I wanted to make sure before I end it because it's times that I've been live and then I'll be asking like I try to look at it on my phone and it just tells me like 3 minutes ago or 8 minutes ago and I'm in the live and then the next day I'll look at it and it'll be like I was right at 57 minutes or 55 minutes. I'm like, God dang it. I could have held on 5 more minutes. 49 minutes. Okay, so I've been on here 49 minutes. Thank you. 49, 50. So I'll end it at 12. To be safe, I'll end it at 12:30. How about that? Was that your husband in the thumbnail on the thumbnail of a kiss? Yes, that's my husband. I don't sleep at night. Only at 10. It's only 10:14. Okay, Miss Cheryl. Hey, Silas. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Luthea Broker, thank you so much for letting me know that. Be the light, make it look better. But the light make it look better. Okay, okay, okay. Because let me wind that light down. Hey, host greetings from Holland. Oh, Silas, hi. Thank you so much. Welcome. How are you doing this evening? Thanks so much for joining. Miss Cheryl, I'm sending you love and light your way. Hey, host, at my work this morning. Well, great. Thank you so much for taking the time out to check us out. I have to cheers to because my husband was here with me earlier. Um, just hanging out. That's all. Just having a good chit chat so that you guys get to know us a little better. I don't know why this head is. I don't know if it's crooked. I don't know what it is, but okay. See, now I look crooked. I don't know. Okay, Silas, thank you. Because you're 5'11" and he looks taller than you. Babe, he think he's taller than me. And he says he's taller than me all the time. No, I am 5'11" and a half without heels on. He is 5, I want to say he's like 5'10". He is not taller than me. But listen, this is a announcement, okay? We're gonna just let him think that he's taller than me to keep the peace, okay, everyone? Y'all got it? Y'all got it? Okay, y'all got it. So whenever he's on, he is taller than me, okay? But we know that I'm 5'11" and a half without heels on. I'm 6 feet with heels on, okay? But listen, that's our little secret. So he's always taller than me. I don't care. Don't ever ask that question. Don't ever ask that question. Theo is taller than me, okay? Okay? Okay. I love y'all. My honey was 6'4" and I'm 5'1". We were like butt and Jefferson. My husband take that height serious. Like I love to wear heels. Love to wear heels. Not like, you know, this. I just wear like regular heels, not kitten heels, but regular heels. And when we're at church or at no matter where we go out and I have on heels, he's like, "Oh, you had to wear heels?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And then somebody will say, "Oh my gosh, can I take a picture of you?" And he'll be like, "Mm-hmm." He said, "Babe, you wanna scoot down?" And I'll be like, "No, I'm not." And he'll be like, "Okay." And we were at church, so I'm the clerk at my church. We was at church for New Year's, and the first lady was like, "Come on, let me get a picture of y'all." And so we was getting ready to take the picture, and he was like, "They scoot down." And the first lady said, "You better not scoot down." And I said, "Oh my gosh." And he was like, "Scoot down, babe. I'll take off your heels." And she was like, "Don't take off your heels." And I was like, "Oh my goodness." My shoe size, I can wear a size 9, depending on the shoe. So I can wear a size 9, 9.5, or 10. But it depends on if the shoe is narrow, wide, or it just depends on what type of shoe it is. So I can wear anywhere from a size 9. No, I'm just gonna say a 9.5 or a 10. I know with skates on, I'm taller. Oh my goodness. You glad you out of school tomorrow because I've been put you to bed a long time ago, little girl.
I'm out of school tomorrow and the day after tomorrow
You out of school Monday and Tuesday.
for President's Day and Teacher Work Day. It's really OBB work, you know.
Yeah, I'm 5'11" and a half. Okay, y'all. So we made it to 12:20. Miss Cheryl, right? We was going for 12:20 my time. I think we was going for 12:20 or 12:30. I think we was going for 12:20 to be on the safe side, Miss Cheryl. Thank you so much, Miss Cheryl. I appreciate it. I appreciate you so much. I'm gonna have to reach out to you. I don't know, Miss Cheryl, if you have Instagram. Let me give you my Instagram, Miss Cheryl, because I would love for you to feel free to reach out to me, or sometimes that you may not be able to sleep and you want someone to talk to, or just I'm not the type of person that do all that extra stuff or whatever. I'm just not if at any time school is out a whole week here. A whole week. Well, I don't mind. I started at 9, 9, 9, 9. Okay. Yeah, I'm not the no. Okay, Miss Cheryl, I dropped my Instagram. Oh, no Instagram. I'll email. Hold on, Miss Cheryl. Because I'm about to log off, but I'm gonna get it. Well, my Instagram is in my description a lot of times. So I have an email. Let me give you my email. Okay, you sent your email. Email. Yeah, I mean. Okay. I'll email that, Miss Cheryl. Is it at Gmail or is it at Yahoo? But I'll send you an email there. I thank you guys for hanging out with me this evening. Myself and my husband. I'll Miss Cheryl, I'll put it in the description of this one, or it should be in the description of one of my videos. But I'll make sure that it is in the description somewhere for you, or I'll reply to one of your comments and make sure that you have my direct email just so that you can get directly to me at any time. I don't want to put my personal email out there for just anyone. Is your hand small, Lucy? Um, I'm 5'11". I don't think there's much of me small. Or yeah, I'm a grown woman, fully developed. Sorry. Hi. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for taking out the time out of your day to spend it with me. Thank you, Theo. Great stream, Lucy. I will see you next time. I will see you guys next time. And the next time it won't be so late. It will be earlier in the day. My husband is off on Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. So we'll do one earlier in the day with you guys. I just want to get him like warm into this YouTube thing. Everyone is not just kind of like right ready to be in front of a camera, but they want to support you. But you have to just kind of like take baby steps with people, get them warm and welcome them in, and how that goes. But have a good night. Thank you guys so much. I love you. I care about you. And there's nothing you can do about it. From Theo and Lucy. Have an amazing evening. Love on your loved ones. Take care and be a blessing. Good night. Okay, Miss Cheryl. That's fine. Love you.